Today the weather is mostly coming from that direction. When they're side on like that, it's actually quite something, and a nice light on it. You can see the bend of the blades, it's really quite cool. But yeah, and the only thing they're really useful for is telling what way the weather's coming. Mercifully, it's coming from that direction. Look at that. We've been storm bound for the last 3 days. It has just been constant rain and gales and whatever, so I'm in a bit of a sticky situation where I've got so many half done indoors jobs and so many half done outdoors jobs. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Do I go inside? Do I go outside? But the first job of the day is to have a quick tidy up and see what's all scattered about and pick it all up. The all-consuming wind, fingers crossed, will actually make some power today, because the last couple of days we've had absolutely zero. And I mean absolutely zero. Right, to be continued. I really must stop procrastinating, but it's hard when it's like this. I'm not procrastinating, you are. Try and actually not blow you out with the sunshine. That's a rare problem to be having in Scotland. I'm just taking a moment's downtime, getting a quick cup of coffee as usual, and I've had a quick run round. We're not too bad for the storm damage, just stuff scattered about, but the fish were needing a feed, so I just thought I'd take a moment's downtime for a couple of things. Summertime is too easy. Oh, you ain't going to be able to see that, are you? Summertime is too easy, but autumn, winter is where people of my latitudes, oh no, you ain't going to see fuck all of that. People of my latitudes will struggle with generation. The last couple of days, like 0.4, 0.5 kilowatt hours all day, 1.3, 1, 2.2, 1.5, 1.8, 1.3, then you have a reasonable 7.2 and a 2. So the house faces the south-southeast, pretty much bang on perfect, and the gum tree specials face westerly. So when it's bright but overcast or bad weather, they're quite nicely glued together. But it's only when you go and you get a little bit of sunshine. You see there the house made 13.6 and 14.2, and the gum tree specials facing west. That's when at this time of the year they split apart and don't perform half as good as the house roof. But when you're seeing numbers like 0.4 and 0.5, it just highlights the absolute chasm of what we've got left to fill up. Late autumn and winter. So it's kind of hard to motivate yourself to get your batteries built when you got not a lot of energy to put in the batteries. And over like the late autumn and winter as well, we've had periods of really stormy weather, but we've also had periods of dead stillness where it's overcast, so you've not got any solar, and you go, oh, I'll get a wind turbine if it's always that windy, but you get periods where there's absolutely no solar, absolutely no wind, and that will last for a week. And then, like we've just had 3 days of really high gale force winds of around 50 mile an hour, and I'd be turning a wind turbine off, so you've got no solar and you've got no wind. That's a sort of sticky situation that you'd sort of face at my latitudes. Jumping on the bandwagon of indoors jobs and nice weather outdoors jobs is I've been 3D printing So yeah, jumping on the bandwagon of Andy's off-grid garage, Australia, where he's just got himself a 3D printer. They're a brilliant little thing. So what I've got here is battery terminal covers. Where's a lid? Where's a lid? Battery terminal covers and a lid. There's still the flashing on there that I've got to trim off. So that's a rainy day job that's going to be soul destroying. The thing about 3D printers is they print marvellously, and then all of a sudden they start going really stringy and snotty and horrible, and you've got loads of cleaning up to do. Can you see that? Or it's just far too bright? You see it's got all stringy, snotty, horrible crap on the inside, so hopefully I've got enough of these and I've counted correctly. So yeah, it'll be a bus bar with 2 terminal posts and a wee lid. So I've come indoors. We'll go from too much light to not enough light. Oh, I couldn't see bugger all out there. That's just that lower sun and that bright. So yeah, there's all my 3D printed bits and bobs of terminal covers. Why am I going to all the grief of 3D printing terminal covers, I hear you ask? Well, that'll be why, because this is in a machine shop and we'll have flying swarf. Sparky, sparkly, so not so clever, and accidents happen. But see this freaking 3D printer, you know, there's a first few attempts and it printed lovely, and printed out. This is PETG plus because it is got a higher insulation resistance for the old electricity, and it's got a higher heat resistance, and it's a bit stronger than the PETG, PLA, sorry. According to the old Google, PETG is widely used inside electronics for terminal blocks and things like that. Obviously moulded plastic, not 3D printed. So that was good enough for me. That's what I went for. So it'll be a bus bar slid up the arse of it and into there, and the balance lead fed through there as well. But you see, so that's printed nice and cleanly, and then you get that mad shit that's going on in there for no rhyme or reason, no apparent reason, and various other sort of ones that go really sort of snotty on the inside there and quite scabby. So there's a bit of dressing and making good to do. So that's a good rainy day job. Where's the good one? And there's that. Hold the line. So yeah, there we are. Nice bus bar. Up the chuff of it. And a little lid. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. So if I take you over to here, I'll try and do this one-handed. As I said, we'll go from too much light to not enough light. See if that'll help at all. I don't know if this is going to help at all, or just make it worse casting shadows. Ooh-ah. Try to do this one-handed. I should have done it in Blue Peter style, where it's here's one I made earlier. So there we go. I need it that way round for a balance lead. We'll go this way, shall we? And we'll get our balance leads. Balance lead, and we go up its bum and over the terminal, and off at a slight angle to have like a little fishbone wiring thingamajiggy going off to the BMS and the cover. So what else have I been doing? Yeah. That is just a drawing that I did of my compression end clamps. Blah 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 blah, overall dimensions and positions and all that jazz. And then I have translated that into a cardboard template. One thing that has highlighted to me is don't be so stingy, and I'm going to put a bit of extra meat on there just to prevent any breakthrough or anything like that. Okay, excuse the light. So I've got holes in the centre, a little bit proud so that I make sure that I catch the outside rim of the cell, and there's a little dotted line there that I get lined up with the edge of the cell. I might move the holes in 5mm so that it's closer to the edge of the cell. And so yeah, I might move the holes in a touch and a bit of extra material on the outside edge just to save any breakthrough. And because I'll probably do it out of the same slate that the shelf is made out of, so it's nice and solid and rigid, with some dirty great spreader washers, or a bit of angle iron for a spreader bar. Don't know, see how it goes. I will have a little practice. Probably with the pillar drill, to see what the material cuts like, and I shall go from there. That'll be another rainy day job. I've got stuff to go and do outside, and I shall do another video later. Try and keep my waffle down to a minimum, because I know you've got short attention spans. I love you really. Please like, comment, subscribe if you've got any good ideas. You know, always welcome some of the ideas that have come out so far with the community. It's absolutely brilliant. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye.